What's good with y'all, man? You're watching AGTV, and on this episode, we're reacting to Akala or Akala. I don't know how to say that. Fire in the booth. Now, if y'all happy about this one, y'all excited about this one, y'all have Rusty Ladraza to thank for this. Hey, man, I ain't got too much to say. Let's just get into it.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Yo. Okay. Yo.
I like how he came in. Yeah. You feel me?
Yo. Okay. Yo.
Even though that beat sound like something, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep my. I ain't gonna say something. I don't like that beat.
Yo. I like you. You're like a tiger.
That sound like something Eminem would have rapped on back in like 05. When did Eminem come out? All right, let me listen to the freestyle, bro.
Yo. I like you. You're like a tiger. Yes, I grew up on a dole in a single-parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw,
he talking some real shit though. He kicking some real knowledge right now though.
That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me.
Nah, real talk. If you got knowledge yourself, it ain't too much in life that's gonna really shake you, bro. You ain't gonna go through no identity crisis. You ain't gonna try to follow behind nobody. You ain't gonna let nobody mislead you. Cause when you good with yourself, bro, life get a lot smoother.
Age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by?
He said if we had the right guidance, would we fight people just like us? You know what I'm saying? Because the systems that get put in place and the people that they teach us to look up to, you know what I'm saying? The people they even show in the media and promote to us as children, you know what I'm saying? The movies we watch as children, it teaches us don't take no bullshit from nobody, this, that, and the third. And some of them lessons can be good lessons. As a man, you should always stand up for who you are and your family. But at the same time, they always show us versus us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this with with every race kill each other. You know what I mean? But with us, they paint this picture like that's who we are. That's the cool. That's like they make us seem like that's what the coolest people in our. That's what we supposed to do in a way. You know what I'm saying? To the point where if somebody did grow up rich or whatever, or they did grow up went through nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Never been in a fight. Never. You know what I'm saying? They make it seem like them people is weird because it's like you know what I'm saying, but. I feel like we the only race that like really put down people that just ain't been through nothing. Like I feel like every other race, it's okay if you ain't been through nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just said way too much. I'm sorry. I just woke up this morning. Let me listen to this freestyle, bro.
Drugs, if we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow when you learn. Travel on cut, one too many man, you know, get caught. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another, so it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind. You be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme.
Oh, he knows some shit. Like, if you listen to what he actually saying, time is a cycle, not a line. Like, you gotta, like, some of this stuff he's saying, you gotta be in tune. You had to walk certain paths, and you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different right here.
Ready to pedigree the jeopardy your mind when the world is leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability. They've never been shown nor told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving out the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indie.
Bro, I hope y'all really, like, I know this been out for some years. Like, this shit been out for over a decade, but when y'all did listen to this, even if this is your first time hearing it, just like me, I hope y'all listen to it or are listening to it currently for how it's supposed to be digested, because he's saying some shit that's it's so much knowledge and game in this freestyle. It's so much that people should be listening to in this, not just about the bars or the flow. Definitely not the beat, because that bitch came in terrible. You know what I'm saying? That beat was terrible when I first heard it. I got to listen to it again. Maybe it done changed a little bit. But when it first came in, it sounded like some Slim Shady shit back when I was like 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even younger than that. I don't even remember how long ago that shit was when he was rapping like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, know what I'm saying? I ain't playing. Like all that shit. That Eminem shit. But, yeah. But if you listen to the lyrics, though, listen to the words, he's saying a lot of shit.
People who runs our ish. So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course.
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. I'm gonna dance. I can't help it.
So bad you train to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison, every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid $50K per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that, the hood that you live in. Engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your... Yeah, you can say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just slide down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your color means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses.
Damn, this shit making me kind of feel away, because it's like, it's so like heavy, and the gravity of this shit that he's saying and how real it is. Like, this shit really going on today, and this shit came out 11 years ago, and this shit that he talking about is still going on today. Like, this shit is still relevant to this day. Like, this shit giving me chills, goosebumps type shit, because it's like, this ain't something that you can't just ignore the shit that he's saying, bro. Like, it ain't even about just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, this shit just so heavy, bro. Like, for real.
Just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality. We're a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt. Casually, that's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions, most tax. Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night, you will fight with a guy. Don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Suit and a tie, you send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politicians. It's your kids, the poor British. They're the same to go and die in a foreign land. For these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British. And that lovely patriotism they feed you. But in reality, you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, are fed ghetto mentality, reality in this system. Poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record, you couldn't get in. That ain't protected from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Daily, up to the 80s, people spitting in my palm because I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and grieving to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment, constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big the bricks that I'm flipping, clips that I'm sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America.
And let's not look over the fact this man could really rap too. Like, his flows, his cadences, he's switching pace and all type of shit. Like, he rapping fast, he's slowing down. Like, his cadence and his flow is crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's not just about what he's saying. Like, he actually flowing on this bitch. Like as far as technically rapping, like, he got it, bro.
Private prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. It's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? All thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? Ish. One of my own homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Sung Ever though in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV. And MTV said, wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum. And MTV said, pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If MTV said, drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, when I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say.
he wide awake, bro. His insight and his knowledge on life is like ridiculous. Like he must have really opened a few books, multiple books. You know what I'm saying? And really cracked down. And he must have been he really pays attention to the world. Like the shit that he's saying, bro, and the fact that he could put it over 8-minute, roughly like an 8-minute freestyle. I don't know how long he about to be rapping, but for you to be able to put so much knowledge over this elongated period of time when we talking about freestyling, because you know freestyles usually last about maybe 2-3 minutes, but for you to be able to this shit is not getting no worse. Like as the freestyle go on, the shit is still catching my attention with the shit he's saying, because he's not saying the same thing over and over. He's saying new knowledgeable shit every time he say a bar. It's like, damn, like, you feel me? Like, that's why I said this shit making me feel away, because it's like he really saying this shit, and he's saying it with crazy-ass flow schemes, like.
Does that make you all happy? But my head's still nappy. Think for myself, so some mad at me. But on the mic, not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhyme. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they want to get near, but they can't have a peer all day. I'm hard liquor, you just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some criteria mean that much to them. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth, we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just putting. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. All songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls love him. Ain't fair, you can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change rap, but I do know this for a fact, right?
And that's powerful. If we can start getting these street guys, these hood niggas, all these people that, you know what I'm saying, all these people that claim that they street, even niggas who really street, but even more so the niggas that claim that they street, you know how this shit go. Like all these people, these tough guys, bro, if we can get them to start, I'm not gonna say we gonna completely change their mindset, because I don't feel like it's about that starting off. Like people be having shit fucked up. I don't think it's about, oh, we need to just get them to just stop thinking about the streets completely. Of course, that's the goal, but initially I feel like we should just have them open their mind up to something else, and eventually it'll naturally pull them away from that shit. We got to start putting people on to the knowledge and finding out a way to make it cool. And that's why I respect people like him, because music is the coolest form of art, in my opinion, in this day of time that we, like, as a collective, all kind of consume. You get what I'm saying? So, like, if we could figure out a way to make it sound cool on record and to also portray it as in form of, like, artists, because, you know, you got to wear a costume, all this drip and all that. If we could find a way to put all that shit together and make people look at the more knowledgeable stuff, I feel like we'll be on to something. But it take that one person to make it happen, and it just, I feel like it's gonna happen eventually, but it's gonna take some time. You know what I mean?
Now there's a you on your block with his hands on his face screwed up. So he don't care, don't give up. That he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your chakras, once that's happened, there is no going backwards. You start to see what is really happening. Who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read. Stop.
He getting into spiritual shit now.
On the block, read. Sitting in the box, read. Don't let them say what you can achieve. Because when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Because it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Because if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies. If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. But never mind, MCs go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study. Man!
talk though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was crazy. Like that one gave me chills for real, bro. I might not have ever heard no freestyle like that. Like I done heard people kick some shit, like you feel me, on some knowledge shit, like you feel me. I done heard some hard freestyles, bro, like real shit. Like I done heard some shit, bro, in my years of living, but. Bro, this shit right here is like it. I'm gonna listen to this probably 3-4 more. I might not ever stop listening to this because it's just so much to consume that I probably need to hear over and over to like reassure things within myself. Like that shit was damn near like therapy or some shit. Like it taught me some shit. You get what I'm saying? And it also it reminded me of things I should be thinking about today. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to react to next. I'm out.